If you put a mixture of 100% antifreeze and no water in there, how cold do you think it'll get? Negative 80? Negative 80? What do you think? What's that? It'll never freeze.
9 degrees.
What'd you say?
9 degrees.
9 degrees?
Negative 9.
Negative 9? 100% antifreeze will actually gel up and freeze at 9 degrees.
We're staying here the whole time now.
If 80% antifreeze freezes at minus 57 and 100% freezes at minus 9, how cold will 50% antifreeze go? 100 below? 20 degrees?
30.
30 degrees? That's like barely at freezing. Negative 30.
I'm still doing the math. I'd say negative 30.
What's that? Negative 30? 15 or 15 below? 15 below. From that corner. Negative 8? Let's give it a click. Okay, so now we got these three numbers. If 80% is at minus 57, 100% is at minus 9, and 50 is at minus 34, what will 68% antifreeze?
47.
Minus 47?
Minus 48.
Minus 48? Minus 47?
Minus 36.
Minus 43? How much do you think? Give me a number.
28.
Matt, give me a number.
I say 16.
What's that? 50 below.
51 below.
51 below. 15 below? Let's give it a click.
17.
Minus 90. And you look at this and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. How can I be at 100% I'm at minus 9? And then I go to 50% I'm at minus 34. At 68 I'm at minus 90. And then at 80 I'm back up. And if you actually put a chart, if you open your packet up, there's supposed to be a chart in here. If you'd have been reading ahead, here's the chart. The perfect solution of antifreeze to water is 68% antifreeze and 36% water. That is the perfect solution. And it will take you to minus 90. How many places have you guys lived in that was at minus 90? You've been at minus 60? You got to go to Montana for those kind of, North Dakota. They get down into those temperatures. If this is the perfect solution, why does this jug of antifreeze tell me to mix it at 50-50? If you mix it 64% antifreeze or 68% antifreeze and only 32% water, I'm not actually selling, well, I am selling a little bit more antifreeze. But telling you to mix it 50-50, I'm selling less. It's easy to measure. There's two reasons. There's two reasons why they tell you to mix it half and half. First one is, pretty much anybody out there can take two equal portions and put them in a container. I dump a gallon of antifreeze in, fill the jug back up, dump a gallon of water. It's pretty easy to figure out 50-50. 68%, 32%, you know, you're like, who knows? So that's the first reason. Second reason is, how often has it got below 34 degrees in this area? We've had wind chill that's got us down there, but it's pretty rare. There's not very many places, unless you go to the Midwest, where it really hits below. It's minus 13 in Lincoln, Nebraska right now. And so there's not too many places that it gets below this temperature, and if it does, what will happen to the antifreeze if it gets below this temperature? It'll actually gel up. And will it damage your engine? The only way it can damage your engine is if you start the engine. Why will starting the engine cause it to damage the engine? Most of them don't have a filter. Well, your oil will be thick, but that doesn't affect the cooling system.
Well, there's no lubrication on. There's no lubrication on the water pump.
No, it's not the fact. It's not the lubrication on the water pump. What it is if it's gelled up, what happens is right around the cylinder walls, the antifreeze heats up, and when it heats up, it can't flow. Because the rest of the system is still cold and gelled up, the fluid doesn't flow anywhere, and so it overheats the engine by the cylinder walls, and the rest of the system is still froze. So if you started it, ran it for a minute or so and shut it back off, and let that temperature and their internal heat melt it, you might get away with it. But the best thing is, if it's that cold, don't drive anywhere. So just let it thaw. Once it gets above this temperature, it will turn right back into a liquid, and it won't damage anything.
My car's got a plug-in in the front, but it's not a diesel.
Okay? Yes? I will show you what that is for right here.